Hey guys, my name is Gail and I wanted to do a video on the different steps I took for this current pregnancy that I have after having 3 miscarriages. Whenever I was going through my journey, and I still am, I found a lot of information from other women on YouTube, what they did, advice, because it's really lonely, and when you have more than 1 miscarriage, you start to wonder what's wrong with you. And there's nothing wrong with you, but you do have to figure out a way to find a way for it to be a successful pregnancy. So I wanted to share what I did for this 4th pregnancy, because now I am 14 and a half weeks pregnant. I'm so excited, but I just feel like I would be doing a disservice if I didn't share what I did this time differently from my last 3 pregnancies. So the first thing I started to do after my last period was I started to take Premama fertility support for her, which is, I got it off of Amazon. I think they sell it at Target too. But it's prenatal, but it's an unflavored drink mix, and it really is unflavored. You can just put it in your water. You won't taste it. You won't notice any of it. And it has myo-inositol. I don't know how to say it. But apparently it helps regulate your hormones naturally, so I just figured, why not try this? My good friend told me that she did it right before she conceived, so I just wanted to share that with y'all, because that's one thing I did differently. The second thing I did differently was I took a So I took the Premama fertility support for her until I ovulated, and then after I ovulated, I switched to the Smartypants Prenatal Complete Gummies because they have folate in them, and apparently, like, for some women, whenever you're struggling to conceive or you're having recurrent miscarriages, you could have a gene. Let me see what it's called again. Okay. It's possible you could have the MTHFR gene mutation. So, and if you have that, then your body has trouble breaking down folic acid. So having the natural folate acid is better, and then you know for sure, like, if you conceived, that your baby is getting the nutrients. So I would suggest doing some research on that. I'm not a doctor. No one told me to take these, but I really do believe in them, and now I take them. I've been taking them throughout my whole pregnancy. So the third thing that I did was I used ovulation strips. So I know I tracked my ovulation with the Ovia app, which is really useful, but then it's great to have ovulation strips so you can actually make sure that your ovulation is what the app is saying. And so I started ovulating, or I got my first positive ovulation test on June 5th. And it was positive the 5th and the 6th, and I knew I ovulated on the 7th. So I just suggest, like, if you don't want to mess around, order some cheapy ovulation tests on Amazon. They're worth it, and you'll know, like, you won't miss the window to try to conceive again. The 4th thing that I did was, from a previous pregnancy that I had, they did blood draws and they noticed that my progesterone was low, so I had progesterone supplements at my house, and I had already been talking to a fertility specialist at this point, and they were telling me that once I was pregnant again, they were going to put me on progesterone and baby aspirin. And instead of waiting to get pregnant, I started them a little early. So I started the progesterone on day 6 days past ovulation, and then I started baby aspirin 5 days before I found out I was pregnant. So I ovulated the 7th, and I found out I was pregnant at 9 DPO on June 16th. So I was doing the baby aspirin and the progesterone beforehand. I'm not saying to do that, but I knew my fertility specialist was going to put me on them once they found out I was pregnant, and I just figured, what was the harm and starting a little bit early to make sure that everything was going great. So that's what I did, and it worked for me. After that, when I got my positive pregnancy test, I called the fertility doctor, and they brought me in the next day and then did all of my blood work to make sure I was pregnant and check my levels. And then from there, that's like a whole nother story. So I would love to share more information with you guys. I just wanted to tell you, if you're going through the same thing that I'm going through or something different, that you're not alone and that there's hope. And the more information that you have, the more likely you will to have a successful pregnancy. I'm still scared every single day, but I'm so hopeful now, like, that I have such a good team of doctors behind me. And I also am just so thankful for all of the women on YouTube and on all of the Trying to Conceive message boards, because without you guys, I wouldn't have known what to do either, and I would have felt like I had to wait for more information. And so it's just good to try different things when you've already thought you've tried everything. And so I hope that this helps you, and if you have any questions or you just want to talk, please direct message me or comment below. And I would love to make more videos on my journey, things I've already gone through, maybe a video about my fertility clinic experience. And I just hope the best for you guys. I just don't want anyone to lose hope like I was losing hope, because it can happen. And I just feel like in the Trying to Conceive community, we have to really be there for each other and to teach each other what we're doing and what's working for us. So if I can just help one person, that would mean the world to me. So please, again, just let me know if you need any more information, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.